Okay, I know what you might say. This is technically not an extinct car, but it is an extinct ATV, or an ATC if you want to get technical, an all-terrain cycle. It is a pretty interesting piece of Honda's history. It's the 1983 ATC 200E. During this time, Honda was at the height of the ATC world, with over 200,000 units sold in North America. This one specifically has 192 cc's, air-cooled 4-stroke 1-cylinder engine, producing about 14 to 15 horsepower. But let's be real, you don't care about any of that boring shit. Let's hit the old dusty trail. I hope that you can hear me right now. This thing here came straight from the horse's ass, Japan. You know, you can really tell it's a Honda engine because after 42 years, this thing's still running strong. Mostly, I guess. In terms of power, it's low, but in torque, it's high, making it awesome for off-roading. This here comes with a semi-automatic transmission, making it super simple to drive. No need for a clutch to swap gears, making it super attractive to some drivers. This was the first Honda ATC with front suspension, making it super comfortable. Planes fly, cars drive, and this Honda ATC still runs perfectly after 42 years. And you know, after 30 years, there's still a community for these little suckers. And honestly, I can see why. And to the government that tells us these vehicles are unsafe, you're 100% right. My associate almost flipped this goddamn thing 3 times off camera. Like I said, all-terrain cycle, baby. All these features and they just couldn't add a goddamn reverse. Oh, God. You might be pondering, why don't you really see these sort of things anymore? And well, that's because they're banned. Well, sort of. In the mid to late 80s, the media shared some concerns about how safe these bikes really are. Between 1982 and 1983, over 1,000 deaths and over 300,000 injuries in the US were linked to three-wheelers, many of which were involving children at the time. Honda did make one specifically for kids with 72 cc's, but the risks of rollover were so high because of how light the kids were. The government argued that the three-wheel design is inherently unstable, especially while turning. Honda and many other manufacturers faced numerous lawsuits for product liability, so in 1987, major manufacturers, including Honda, agreed to a 10-year decree to not sell ATC, which honestly didn't help too much. Four-wheel ATVs were still being sold and accidents were still happening every year. And I personally think it's the rider's fault. I've been driving this thing for years, and anytime I've rode into a ditch or fallen off, it's because I was being an idiot. If there's one thing Americans are known for, it's not being idiots. But what does all that US stuff have to do with the nemesis of the North, Canada? Well, you see, once Honda America stopped making the ATVs, Honda Canada followed suit. So essentially, Honda ATCs weren't officially banned in North America. They were more voluntarily pulled from the market. This is due to public scrutiny, controversies, and safety risks. Although the liability agreement ended in 1998, they dare not bring them back due to the fear of being sued. But not me though, I'm not a pussy. You hear that? That's the sound of pure Japanese engineering.